Do you like your body the way it is?
Can't escape who you are. No matter what you want to change, your nose, your eyes, because once you give birth, your child will still carry those features and it will still tell.
If I should go to a studio to take a picture, the photographer is meant to edit it.
But the way you carry yourself will attract people to you and be like, I want to be like this particular person.
Body positivity helps you live a less anxious life.
The skin is looking all smooth like a baby's own, and that is what you want. Like,
And it also proves the fact that we like fake.
Whether you are fat, you're slim, you're tall, you're short, just look at it on the bright side. Look at what your body can do, not how it looks.
As much as you love yourself the way you are, if there are things that I must change in order to live better, live healthier, then I should do that.
hi guys, and welcome to Timeline. My name is Paul, and with me here is
Chioneze.
and once again we have the beautiful voice of
Jennifer Kizito.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hello,
I love
John.
your earrings.
Thank you.
I wanted to say the name, you cut me short there.
It's okay. Sorry, uncle.
I'm pained. It's fine.
Hello.
And that's what I'm saying. Well, today we're talking about something that I find interesting myself, because one way or the other, at a particular point in time, I was also a victim. And today we're talking about body positivity. And that's just a social movement of people accepting their body for what it is, regardless of the shape, the size, the color, and every other thing in between. Well, this is not a social movement that started just yesterday, but it's this as far back as the 1960s with the fat acceptance movement. And it gathered momentum a little here and there in the US, and with time, and specifically with the advent of social media in 2010, came up on board again and became louder and bigger. And today we're addressing more issues as regards body positivity, issues that are as regards to colorism, body shaming, and many other things. However, it is recorded that in the world today, 67% of women around the world experience body dissatisfaction, while 49% of men experience this. And this sometimes lead into unhealthy habits, unhealthy eating habits, sometimes low self-esteem, and mixed other things. So, and in some cases, isolation self. So this thing goes back and forth, up and down, here and there, and it all boils down to the fact that, do you like your body how it is?
I like that question. Do you like your body the way it is? Well, anyways, let's just
Yes or no?
Me.
Yeah. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. It's a yes for me too now. I'm in
Well,
a better place.
I rather stand neutral. Well, anyways, let's talk about how social media has really played a role in body positivity. I see social media as a dual, thing for projecting or for promoting and for also destroying, because the social media, we have seen it as a global village where everybody is now present, and your neighbors, even though your neighbors can be in Germany and in different places. So far, let's come from the traditional media, that's the radio, TV, they've actually
newspapers and magazines,
exactly,
and all of those things.
they've actually portrayed body positivity, in the angle of fashion, where they bring out people, their skin, is flawless,
Glowing.
it's glowing.
That's the word. You're glowing, sis.
You're glowing, So I even belong to a particular group called Glow Sisters, actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
No
so-
wonder you're glowing.
Thank you. So anyways, that's exactly what they do. So the social media space has actually helped to promote body positivity, especially celebrities. You see celebrities in different shape and sizes, talking about agitating that, okay, we are the slim versions, and we can do this, we can do that. Okay, here we are the fat versions, we can do this, we can do that. But in another way around, this is people also saying, you are fat, you're not supposed to be in the fashion industry.
Exactly.
You cannot model, you cannot do this, please move aside. Even though there are still other companies, fashion industries, that actually give room for fat models, plumpy models, but low key, the people that are promoting the slim version of models are still on the high side.
Oh, it's believed that 7 in 10 women actually believe that beauty standards, how they should look, what they should look like, how they should be portrayed, are set by the media. And when I talk of media, I'm not just limiting it just social media. I'm talking of radio, TV, and all of that, everything basically. And it boils down to the fact that today, now if you should go on social media, I know women that would prefer to take a picture with Snapchat than normal phone camera. And that's because Snapchat has a lot of filters. You just on your layers of on your skin, and then your skin is looking all smooth like a baby's own, and that is what they want. Like they want to look all smooth, all touched up, and images of people that you see online as well can be tricky, because I mean, if I should go to a studio to take a picture, the photographer is meant to edit it now, right? And then he puts it out. And then after editing it, my body is all smooth and things like that. And I'm like, oh, this guy is so cute.
So this is how it looks like in real life.
And then you have that perspective in your mind that, guy, I need to be flawless like this person. Like, need to see that picture.
Putting people under pressure.
Like, the pressure is on the very high side. And I remember there was this picture that was trending one time. You see people always on social media.
Will oppress you.
So someone released this picture, and then I don't know, probably it was an oversight from the photographer's side. So he edited one leg and he didn't edit the other leg. So one leg was very smooth, seamless, like, God, that's what I want. And then the other leg was hairy. And then someone zoomed it and was like, why did the photographer go forget this guy's size? And really, that particular image just make me to realize that all of these people that we're seeing, people have it is normal for mamas to have hair on their body.
And it also proves the fact that we like fake.
Exactly. Yes.
We prefer to be deceived.
Wait, don't be angry. Yeah. So the photographer will help you to wax your skin.
Exactly. There are a lot of things, like, I mean, even changing people's color. There are some people that you are dark.
Yeah. We all know that you are dark.
Even you say very incredible, like, black and shining, baby. And then next thing, you go to the studio and then you have a photo shoot, and then your picture is coming out, and then maybe you might have posted your picture everywhere, and then maybe we have even seen it, but we don't know that it is you, just because they have edited it and
especially on their birthdays.
This one is regardless of the event. So some people don't, and it's all a lot, really. Some people is in terms of wig, right? Yeah. They want to look like they have. Some people is hair. They don't like how their hair looks. Like their hair probably starts from somewhere they don't like. All of these things. It's just really. It's
oh god! This thing was supposed to be funny, actually.
While growing up, right, I was a bit. If I was not a bit. I was fat, like yes, like more like
they used to call you Bobo when you were small,
or Bokibo, like that kind of thing, right? And it was for me really. It came from a spot where I was very slim. I was not so slim, right, but I was just moderate. And then in the space of probably like 3 months or so, I just blew, and then boom, and anybody was like, "Hey!" One time I see me like, like all of those things. Really, it just made me like. I don't know, maybe, I don't know how I actually overcame it, right? But I almost did not want to continue eating the way I was, trying to withdraw from food. I mean, there was this stigma of, oh, you are fat, you cannot do this.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm come from somewhere that I used to do gymnastics before, and then all of a sudden, I cannot lift myself again and things like that. And everybody is now saying, you are fat, segregating me because I am fat. In that. So that thing, right, it's at the point I will just step back, right, and just watch everybody do their thing and just be there watching. Until when one way or the other I lost to it, I don't even know how.
Let's hear from you.
Well, social media has come to a place where, they give us the standards of what to look out for. And even the fashion industry, when they want to model their clothes, they don't consider.
I love where you went to.
They don't consider some certain sizes.
Yes.
So many fashion industries do this. So they might say that they have from size maybe even 4 to like size 12, but they don't consider people that are above these sizes.
Yeah.
In fact, the models they portray tell you that this is their standard.
This is our audience.
This is what they are looking at.
Yes.
But if we take an average of the sizes in the world, this is not the average.
Yeah.
This is not the size. There is a moderate size.
There
is a fit size. Do you understand? A healthy size. This is what the fashion industry is supposed to portray, but they don't, because somehow this is the standard they are looking at, and everybody's trying to meet up to that standard.
Yeah.
So, and because we are at the advent of social media, like it's everywhere, everybody's trying so much to meet up with this standard. So it's telling us this is what people should expect, this is what you should look like, and if you don't look like this,
how do you
a
even come
problem.
about all of these standards in the first place? Because I mean, personally, right, I believe that you are flawless without makeup. Like, makeup is just you doing too much. That's how I see things, right? But then some ladies, they'll be like, oh, if I mean in school I had this lady that even if a class is by 6 a.m. right, this girl is coming to that class with full glam makeup. And it makes me wonder there are days that she will probably read overnight on campus, and I seen her in the morning and she's ready on makeup again. And then in my head I'm like, when do you take out time to do this and still come for class every day? I mean, throughout when I knew this girl, like it was like the span of 7 or 6 years, I never saw this girl for one day without makeup.
Wow.
And then it makes me wonder, like, what actually sets the real standard? Like, where do we call the standard? Is this where the standard is when makeup the standard? Is looking like this the standard? What exactly is it? Because nobody came out to say that, oh, as a lady you have to look this certain way. Nobody ever came out to say that, oh, as a guy you should look this certain way. I understand. I mean, most models today that we see around, right, they look a certain way. I mean, if you should scroll through social media now and you see 10 models, they will probably like have close to the same height, same weight, same width. Like there will just be little modifications here and there, nothing so much. But in the real sense, nobody said that they are the standard. We are, as a community, just agree that, oh, this is the standard. And I think we should also appreciate what's it called, brands that now include
other
different
sizes,
varieties of
races.
you have now bold and beautiful
Yeah.
and the rest of
all
them.
I mean, we have Fenty, right? All of them, like, you now bring different races, different color of people. Because I mean, before now, on runways, it's rare for you to see a black lady on runways.
Yeah.
But I mean, now we see more black ladies on the runways and things like that. And I mean, we're just saying all of these things now, right? It has the impact. Those that actually face the brunt, there's a way it impacts them one way or the other. And I've mentioned mine, right? The thing of isolation, where one way or the other, I just stood back of the world and I just watched the rest of the world do their thing just because I gained extra weight, right? And if who in the first place even call that an extra weight? That's another question. Yes, because I mean,
what make you think it's extra?
You get.
Well, I in this you're coming from the plumpy ass angle of it. There's also a slimmer part
like
of
it's on both sides.
I don't know. This video is going to go viral, so let me just use myself as an example, because I believe I'm going to add very soon. So and it's got to a point where I started getting questions like, are you a sickler? That was how bad it was. That anywhere I go to, people start asking me, do you need help? Do you are you at some point, are you an HIV patient? It was that very, very bad. So I always go home crying all the time. That's why am I this slim? I'm forgetting that this person that is actually talking right now, was so plumpy when I was when I was an infant that everybody was running away like from carrying me. Even my mom had to like, why am I weighing so high? In fact, when they gave birth to me, the doctor then was like, because in your certificate, your birth certificate, they will write your kg, what you weigh. So when they wrote mine, the doctor had to look at me. According to my mom, she was like, why is your baby so weighty? What were you eating when you were pregnant? And that was how I used the fatness to grow tall. Okay, I'm not really that tall, but at least
You said you try.
I try. Do you get? So at some point, I started wondering that where did all the whole fatness, where did it run to? But this is to tell you how I really felt. I felt, or still feeling.
Interesting.
I still feel, that's why when you asked me that question, I said it's better for me to stay on the neutral side. I still feel, at some point, I suffered low self-esteem for a very long time. Like, it's only, I think that what even brought me out of low self-esteem at some point is because I had to go into the fashion line. So I started making dresses that could blend with my body type, body type. So most times I wear these A-line gowns, boo-boo dresses. So by the time I come out, they'll be like, oh wow, you look so beautiful. Not, are you a sickle cell patient anymore, and all that. So that's just, it can be very, very traumatizing.
It's very traumatizing. I mean, it's funny how we've both faced it one way or the other.
Yeah.
We'll go on a break now. Once we come back, we'll kick off from where we stop. I mean, it's a lot to talk about, and we're still on the topic body positivity. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, let's face it, our world today experiences numerous challenges. And guess what? Our community isn't off the hook either. Most of the world issues are either not talked about enough or never talked about at all. But here on Timeline, we've got you covered. We dive deep into issues that affect us every day, leaving behind footprints of wisdom, knowledge, and solutions. Think of it like a roadmap that keeps you on the track for success. So buckle up, because in this new season of Timeline, we're taking another trip through the past, the present, and navigate into a more promising future. Again, we're talking solutions, people. And let's make one thing clear. This is not your average blah, blah, blah convo. This is real talk with a side of inspiration and a sprinkle of wow. I never thought about it like that. I'm your host on this impactful ride. Together, we'll tackle the tough stuff, laugh a little, and find ourselves on the path to positive change. So what are you waiting for? Season 2 of Timeline will be loaded. Let's get started. Hop in and let's drive straight into the hearts of issues shaping our world. Let's go. Oh, one more thing. Hit that subscribe button and let's take this ride together.
Every day, amazing stories of hope and tenacity unfold across the globe. On Hued Hour, we dive into these inspiring tales and discuss the vital work being done in the humanitarian and development space. Humanity has never faced a shortage of challenges, yet we rise stronger through teamwork and determination. Though these remedies are often underreported, on Hued Hour, we advocate sustainable solutions. We bring you the latest and most impactful news on how lives are being changed. We engage with young change makers and experts who provide valuable insights into relief efforts and the challenges faced by local communities through a global perspective. Join us every Wednesday by 8 a.m. on Hued Network's YouTube channel as we embark on this journey of positive change.
Yeah, welcome back, and we're on Timeline talking about body positivity, ensuring that we all are able to accept our body just the way it is. I used to have this friend that she had a breakout, a major breakout, and I mean, I think
like acne.
they are the ones that actually face another level of bronze when it comes to all of these things. Because everybody be like, oh, what happened to your face? I know it's on my face. What are you using? I'm using a lot of things. Like, they'll keep
as if
recommending.
they care.
You get
Okay, some of them actually care, Sha.
a very few
Just a
percentage
few.
actually.
Yeah.
So, but one thing actually struck me, right, was there was this particular day that she walked into a particular room, and I mean, I was sitting at the back that day, and then she walked across the room, and then she came back again, and then in my head I'm like, this is the confidence I want. Because you know when you enter a room and then everybody just tell, hey, and then you walk through that
With
you
your
know,
head
there's-
high, your shoulder high.
everything was and in my head I'm like, go girl. But really that particular thing, right, it actually encouraged me so much that look, it's not about what people see, it's how you portray yourself at the end of the day. Because on that particular day, the focus was no longer on her head, but it was just on her personality and how she was able to
Carry herself.
And it brings us to the fact that if you are bored, if you are positive about the way your body is, if you have accepted it, right, you carry yourself the way any other person carries themselves.
Exactly.
Even that person that is body shaming you would even be shaming to body shame you.
Word. Why do I feel you'll soon be an apostle? So let's talk about it. You've made a very, very good point about confidence. I think that's what comes when the psychological effect of body positivity. You have this high self-esteem and you'll be like, what's even there against self? Okay, I've already suffered low self-esteem already. Can I just pick up? I can't do anything about it, especially this kind of, for instance, this acne stuff, and then my kind of slim nature, you just pick up yourself, walk with confidence. It's even people that will start admiring, how can I be slim like you?
Exactly.
Because you yourself, you know that you don't really like the way you are, but the way you carry yourself will attract people to you and be like, I want to be like this particular person. And also another thing is inclusivity. You see, we are talking about how the fashion industry, even the music industry, all these artists, they prefer to use all these flexible ladies, for their music videos and all that, while the other ones will just go and stay one side. But by the time you include both the plumpy ones, the thin ones, everybody is in the game.
I think we were talking more about size of people. Let's talk about the height as well. I mean,
yes,
short people face the brunt. Even sometimes tall people face the brunt. I mean, there's this movie called Tall Girl on Netflix. This girl was taller than everybody in the school, and people would just randomly walk up to her and ask her, how is the weather up there?
Wow.
Like, what's bringing that statement? Why
if
should
it's
you?
me, I'll fling you. I'll send you to the air to go and
Naturally,
check
you are
it.
looking down on someone, and imagine someone that you are looking down on, looking up to you to tell you that kind of thing. So really, she felt she was not so confident about herself. I mean, she was the tallest in the school, and every other person is so short. Do you understand? Our closest friend is short. Like, there's nobody that is up to her height in the school.
Yeah. So, as for that girl, I in fact, I can't even wait. That kind of person, I even want that kind of person to be my friend. So that when I want to, go to heaven to say, she'll just raise me up. You understand? Yeah. So, I was talking about inclusivity. Yeah. So, this set of people, both the short, the tall, the average, the fat, the plumpy, everybody is included in the game. Everybody is welcomed. They will
bring
feel
them in one
exactly.
way or the other.
They will feel. In fact, they will feel at home.
Exactly.
There is no seclusion, there is no segregation. I mean, there is nothing like that. So I think that's another thing that can actually be a psychological effect in body positivity
and
line.
I think another thing would be it deals with your anxiety. You are less stressed about some certain things because you know that
things that you cannot control.
Exactly, you can't control your height. You can't control how tall or how short.
Your skin color, you can't do
You
that.
can't control you can control your skin color.
But
it has adverse effects.
Yeah.
Also, but you just know the things about you that you can change and things that you can't change.
Exactly.
The ones you can't change, you live with them. You accept them the way they are. So body positivity helps you live a less anxious life, a stress-free life where you just accept what you need to accept, and you accept the things that you can change and the ones that you cannot change.
Again, it's also like helps you not to fall into all of these things. Like, I mean, there are some fat people that don't eat again because some people have called them
Extreme
fat.
dieting.
Yes.
They are now pushing
Starving
them.
themselves.
Like, you get that's
Skipping meals.
not, and then
Extreme exercises too.
there's that because you are putting so much strain
Pressure,
on your body,
putting
on
yourself
your
under
heart and all of
pressure,
those kind
yeah.
of things. So, see, all of these things just span. And there's even talking about color now. There are those that want to bleach by force by fire. I mean, even Fela had a song as regards that talking about yellow fever, where he said that you bleach everywhere, your body, your face will be white, your hands will be white. At the end of the day, the real color will come back, and then there will be mixture. One side will be. And sometimes, like,
So it's not even that that one too, and some sides will be burnt
that
without,
what I was going to,
without
like,
recovery.
yeah.
The truth is just that you can't escape who you are. No matter what you want to change, your nose, your eyes, because once you give birth, your child will still carry those features, and it will
Actually.
still tell that
Yes.
this is who you are. These are your genetics.
I mean, there was a time when it was like something that was trending, whitening bath, where
Yeah.
you go and bath and then you become white.
Eh?
Yeah, like, and it was so popular then that you will see several videos,
Hey,
and they'll
yeah.
be using people's videos to advertise, and it's more like you are washing off the black off your body, and
Wow.
then as they are washing it, it's becoming white. Today they are laser treatment and things like that. And one thing I would don't understand is that we're exposing our skin. What all of this thing does literally is just to wash off this top surface that is here, and then expose what's underneath. And that guy that's underneath is not as strong as this guy you're seeing up here. This guy can resist the UV rays from the sun and things
Yeah.
like that. But you see that guy underneath, that's soft life in can live. He didn't come for all of those struggles. He didn't come for all of that. He just wants to relax and be taken care of. That's his goal. And then you're not bringing it up to the surface. People like that are usually exposed to skin diseases, skin cancer, and the ones that, so that's one way or the other, find their way into the bloodstream, right? It's possible for such a person to have liver related diseases and things like that.
Yeah. So we even there. In fact, this thing self has even tired me. I don't even know what to say, Paul. I don't know, but
So culturally now, right? It's
that's even
there's a way that our culture as well
Yeah.
sees that, oh, as a married man, you shouldn't be looking like this again. Are you sure you're enjoying your house? Like, you're not gaining weight like you should. All of these things, how do you even address it culturally now?
Yeah.
Before we even move out to, because now we're saying that, oh, the media is setting the standard, all of that.
Yeah.
Before the media, right?
There are cultural standards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In 1960, for example, it was what was it called? It was the fat people movement that started. For that to start, right, it means that people have been pointing fingers at as those that were fat, right?
Yeah.
And even all of this, this gym that we say that we do today, self, the part of it could also be traced to the fact that at the very beginning, people were going to the gyms just to stream their waist.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen videos of women on a machine that will stream their waist and things like that, and that was the goal. That was how gym started, and it just evolved like that.
Yes.
So how do we even address it in our communities? I mean, several cultures have different way of seeing things. In Africa here and also the Caribbean,
Yeah.
it's expected that you are all big on every side. There is
You're
a sign of
curvy.
You're
yeah,
curvy.
it's a sign of prosperity.
Yeah, you are
living
wealthy.
You are wealthy.
just like my brothers now in the south eastern part of Nigeria.
Yeah.
If you are having 6 packs and you are coming to marry wife, we'll just look at you. What do you have money? But if you have you are tall, you have
you
are huge. Your stomach is protruded, not too protruded, but at least
it's in layers.
no. At least when your wife hug you, she can
There's space. There's
she
visible
can
space.
she can lap her head on her shoulder. By the time they see you, they'll be like, this person is an ogre. Like
Yeah.
you are a potential in-law that can pay the bride price in fact in quadruples. So, and again, when you marry the lady, maybe she's slim when you married her,
Yeah.
and she comes into your home, it is expected that
she will
by the time she
She
drops
has to
one,
add.
drops two, drops
Nah,
three
drops. What's she
children.
dropping?
giving birth now. You don't understand it. Well, by the time she gives birth to 1 or 2 to 3 children, and she's already, her body is already expanding, they'll be like, hey, you are taking care of. Even though they don't even care if that lady is going through a lot mentally, they don't care. But by the time the lady is still very slim, and most of these slim ladies are even the ones that are even very much happy. Do you get? I don't know, but there's no research that I've proven. But anyways, there are some that are still slim, that are very happy in their homes, but they will just tag you. Umuna will say that you are suffering.
And so we also have the Asian culture.
Yes.
They prioritize beauty, and their standards for beauty is slimness, fairness. If you are tilting towards chocolate, there is already a problem.
You are a suspect.
In fact, in Indian culture, if you want to go and marry, there are people, even from watching their movies, you would see that they portray the fairer ones as against the darker ones.
Yes.
In short, when you bring the darker ones into a movie, there is always a mindset.
Yes.
There's
That
something.
this person is
evil.
It's not with the dark ones, even the fat ones as well. And once you see someone that is fat in the movie, is
You're
that
already
you shouldn't do it.
thinking that there's
Alright.
something that is like you can pick the person out of the crowd.
Yes.
You can just know that something
The stigma
different
will just be there.
So, and that's because their culture has promoted over time that beauty is about long hair.
Yes.
It's about being
tiny waist.
Exactly, a waist that can. And then
You
have to be fair.
Mm.
Fair. You must be as bright as the sun.
Colorism is like the major thing here actually, because a lot of people are done one thing or the other just because of color. Just because they want to be fair. But like I had this friend in school, right?
Yes.
He used to be very dark, and his dark was, all of his black and shining, melanin popping. That's what
Hasn't
he was.
it?
In fact, that's what he still is. I told you, out of pressure, right? Bought a cream then to whiten his body. But I don't know. I think God loves him so much that the cream even made him darker.
You know the funny thing? Most of these people that actually tease you, I've found out that they are the ones that are envying to be in your
Exactly.
space.
Exactly.
Like I have those attributes that you have. Imagine they'll be telling, see your pointed nose. What is bad about pointed nose? Just say that you want the pointed nose so that everybody will just rest.
I'm not sure. Maybe friendly jabs, right? I'm not sure I've ever one day look at any of my friends and I'm like, oh, your nose is pointed. Only if we're like in a joking setting and everybody just trying to joke about it, right? And I know that such a thing is almost sensitive to this person in the first place.
Yeah.
That's when I make things like that. And I think it's also important that we should see the fact that our fashion industry actually needs to do better in promoting
Yes.
these things. Our entertainment industry as well. I mean, there's this musician in the US, Lizzo. Lizzo is on the plus size, right? And one thing that she advocates for is that women specifically, should accept their body for what it is, for what it looks like. And she's one person that I know that in most of our videos, you mentioned earlier that even in music videos, that the kind of people we will see as vixen, they are people that with curvy structures, slim hourglass thing and all of that. But Lizzo doesn't do all of that. Even ladies that she performs with on stages, right, are just like her. And it all shows that beauty day where beauty day. Beauty is where beauty is. It's not until when you look a certain way before beauty comes to you.
Yeah.
I can remember there was a time when there was this whole thing, it's just crazy because I remember there was with Oprah Winfrey, all of a sudden she changed. She started getting thinner. So maybe we started pointing out to the fact that she started taking drugs to reduce her weight. And it's spreading across US in the past 2-3 years. A lot of celebrities have reduced their weight by half or even more than that by taking drugs, forgetting that these drugs have adverse effects.
Very deadly
and the
effects.
thing about the drugs is that as you take those drugs and you stop for some time, you regain back those weights that the drugs are taking away. So you have to perpetually be on the drugs.
And you will now get addicted to it. Well, I'll just say that whether you are fat, you're slim, you're tall, you're short, just look at it on the bright side. Look at what your body can do, not how it looks. That's just how I feel. And then there should be a balance. There should be
Very
a balance
important.
for your whole body
And your
structure
health.
and your health.
Yes.
Because mostly, if you even look at it, we are still advised to go for exercise. You're still advised. Nobody is body shaming you. Do you get? You can actually look at yourself and say, okay, actually, I need to be doing some exercises. It's not that you are doing it for anybody, you're doing it for yourself. So don't feel that, and anybody that is trying to body shame you, just push the person on one side. And that's what I want to give a little kudos to gym instructors. I don't really, I've just encountered just one, and she was so subtle with her words. You know, she did not body shame me. I had to tell her how I felt and all that. And she was just, the next thing I was just hearing was, I understand how you feel. I understand how you feel. Okay, we can actually start like this. We can start this way. Just take it easy at your own time. You know, no pressure. Exactly. And at that point, I was like, wow, if we can have this kind of person in millions, you know, her kind of mindset, her kind of use of words and all that, we'll not be treating this topic in the first place.
And as we are dealing with body positivity, there is also the extreme, which is toxic positivity.
Yes.
There are people that they just, like, you need to take care of yourself. That's the mindset. There should be a balance where you know that this needs to be dealt with because of health challenges or one thing or the other, and then you are now saying that you're okay the way you are.
Don't tell
at
me
that
what
point,
to do.
it's not just positivity, it's toxic positivity. So, and it does not help anybody. And I think this is an extreme of body positivity where most people are. Most people are on that angle where they just accept,
they dwell on self-love.
as much as you love yourself the way you are. That doesn't mean, because body positivity is not a destination. It is a process. It is, you're going somewhere. So as much as I love myself the way I am, if there are things that I must change in order to live better, live healthier, then I should do that. I should not get to a point where I just say, I'll eat whatever I want to eat. I can eat junks and accept myself the way it is. No, you can't do that. That's where you are now coming into extreme positivity.
Exactly. It's important that we don't even take things so extreme. I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, no doubt. But then, in which one stage, if the doctor has told you, health practitioners have told you that you need to cut down some things, do some things certain way, listen to your doctor. It's as simple as that. I think that's all we're able to take. If I would said enough on this topic, and anyone that was like me when I was younger, right, I'm telling you to your face right now that try your best possible. It's all of those things that they are saying are just words of mouth. No matter what you look like, right, tall, short, dark, fair, black, whatever they call you. People have been body shamed for the simplest of things. Someone has looked at me before and say, "Why does your lip sit like this on your face?" And
as if they are the one that created you. The ones that are even talking, they have comma too.
Don't let me stoop so low to be like him as well and make comments about him. But really, it's very interesting to see that it goes both ways. It goes either side. The black ones to become white and the white ones to become black, and it's shocking because we really don't need to. Diversity is a very important thing about life, and that is why we are not all alike. I mean, if the three of us on this table now were the same way, we would all bring the same perspectives to the table. And I think nothing is actually going to move.
There will not be spice.
Exactly. It took one man to say that very soon men will start flying in the sky, and others objected. And someone said that they drag one man like this, and so they now went to work, and now today we have men flying up and down. So again, it just takes you. It's what you see. It's how you see yourself. Accept your body for what it is. It doesn't matter what you look like. At the end of the day, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. My name is Paul, and that's how we call it a wrap on body positivity. And with me here was
Joe Naze.
And also we have
Jennifer Kizito.
I give it the room this time around. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, you are beautiful just the way you are.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye guys.